Hello, compassionate souls. I'm Dr. Barb Tremlett on the island of St. Martin in the Caribbean. And I've been doing a lot of research and listening to what's going on in the world. And there's just so much fear porn and so much negativity. But I see the beautiful things that are happening and the beautiful things that are coming. And I know that a lot of people right now that really need support. So this program I put together was to help us to kind of step up or see things maybe from a different perspective, and to be able to look at those that are in need, or say, how am I playing my part right now? Everybody in this world has a different part to play. And when we all step into our passion and our calling, we get to help raise the light. When the light puts out the darkness, then we know we're participating, we're helping, we're being part of that programming. So why do we want to talk about a compassionate warrior? Well, it's time. It's time. We need to talk about how to stand up, how to be strong while defending love and protection and strength, but not with anger or war or violence. We're warriors of a truth nature. We want to know the truth, and they protect, and we share the truth, and we defend where needed. We do it without judgment. We do it without prejudice. We do it without malice. We are warriors of love and compassion. That's what we are. We are compassionate warriors. So this program was put together I want to share with you, I guess, the theme of what it is. We are called compassionate warriors. It is our time, and we are called through the power of God to experience our God spark, to feel it, to recognize it, and to awaken it. The power within us acknowledges the enemy. Therefore, we protect, deflect, and defend ourselves, our loved ones, our country, and our way of life from that energy, whether known or unknown, small or large, seen or unseen, purposely or innocently, with our inner power through God. And with guidance, wisdom, gratitude, and compassion, we remove all lower vibrations from the earth by focusing on forgiveness and unconditional love. We are compassionate warriors. And then I look at a compassionate warrior. How do we support and defend? Like, how do we do this and still be compassionate? Because sometimes it sounds like it's an oxymoron. Like, how can we possibly do that? But compassion has other words related to it that mean benevolent, charitable, humane, merciful, empathetic, warm. And warrior has other words like champion, fighter, hero, soldier, defender, protector. So when we look at this combination, we are benevolent champions, warm protectors, merciful soldiers, empathetic heroes, humane fighters, or charitable defenders. There's so many ways to look at what is a compassionate warrior. So we're here to stand and hold the light and defend, deflect, and protect. So when we look at what the warriors would be, we think of them as our champions, right? These are men and women that hold a line. They're protectors of the truth, the righteous, and the innocent. They do not attack, they defend. And they take from the front line and they say, no more of this. No to those who would deceive, attack, hurt, or take advantage of those that can't defend themselves. They are filled with love, benevolence, and the ability to stand in love and peace. What champions do you see in the world? I see a lot of champions right now in the world, a lot of truth tellers that are trying to unfold, uncover all of the nastiness in the world and show us what's really going on. There's so many different levels of lies that have happened, and these champions are there. Those champions are there to wake us up, to say, we have to do this together. We can't keep waiting around for this magic man in a white cape to come in and take care of us. We need to get up together and do this. So we are champions also, right? So a compassionate warrior, who are they? Who are these amazing protectors? They're us. And I look at the big picture. Like, have you ever stood up for someone being mistreated? Have you ever felt a burning anger come inside of you when you hear about a child being hurt or somebody being treated unfairly or even somebody jailed? We've seen a lot of unjustly things happening and people being jailed for their opinions. Have you ever wanted just to scoop someone up from the ground as they wept in immense pain of a loss, or maybe an injustice that was done to them or their loved ones? Have you ever cringed when you saw a young person being sexualized and they don't even know that they're losing their innocence? I see it a lot. It's sad. It hurts to watch it. But we are all compassionate warriors. And you are too. You're a compassionate warrior. And you may still be in a learning stage, or maybe not, feel very powerful already, or you're already on your way and you feel the connection. But make no mistakes about it. You are a compassionate warrior. In this program, we're going to look at many of the characteristics, and we're going to help you grow or let you grow in your comfort of each topic each week. And as you look at each topic and you take it to your own level of ownership, you'll just spread your wings and you feel this energy and this power as it comes alive in you, and it becomes a part of you. And we all know that you already came in as a warrior. As the awakening happened, you begin to stand tall, you spread your wings, and you remember. So really the only question is, are you ready? So this series that I'm going to be providing, it's about what are the qualities of a compassionate warrior? This is a short and to the point series of topics that let you learn about the qualities, and then challenges you to recognize that, how do these qualities show up in my life, or how do they not show up in my life? And then to assist you in recognizing your strengths and your weaknesses. You might find a weakness and say, hey, I want to make a change there. Where might you want to make a change? And for those of you wanting to make a change, we can go further. There's teaching, there's tools, there's techniques to assist you in a more powerful expansion of your compassionate warrior self. I teach a lot of tools on understanding the difference between sympathy, empathy, and compassion, or fact versus feeling, or about the 4 agreements, how to always do your best. There are a lot of tools to help you step into that fullness. The topics that we're going to cover are 2 per session. And again, it's 10 weeks. The first one is abundance and trust, and understanding how those go together. When you trust that there will always be enough, that we will always never have to worry, there will always be enough, the abundance comes. Personal responsibilities and contribution. What do you need to take responsibility for? And then how do you contribute? How do you give back to the world? How do you take your gift and talent and contribute it back into society? Knowledge and commitment. Once you understand the things that are going on, how do you want to commit to grow the world, to save the world, to help the world? The next class is loyalty and courage. Right now, it's time to be loyal. It's time to pick a side of the fence and be on the side of the fence. There's no more sitting in the middle. You have to make a decision, and there has to be loyalty. And I know it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to stand up and say, I'm not going to do that anymore. Or this is my line. I will not do that. A lot of people have to have courage right now. We're going to talk about unconditional love, forgiveness, because that's mandatory in this world, in this life, and this compassion. Unconditional love and forgiveness. And forgiveness isn't just for letting go of somebody that did something wrong and telling them it's okay. Not at all. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is for you to release that energy that you no longer want to carry. We'll talk about ethics and morals, and understanding just because something's within the law doesn't make it moral. And understanding the ethics of it and the morals of it is an important piece. People gloss over that on a regular basis. Then the next week will be about honesty and integrity. How does that show up in your life? We'll talk about patience and compassion. Patience is a virtue. And there comes a time when you need to take that patience and wrap it with compassion for yourself. The next class in the series is called Sense of Humor and Authenticity, because after you've gone through all the seriousness, you need to make sure you can still lighten up, have sense of humor, and be authentic and be powerful in that. Then the last program will be on tolerance and flexibility, and being able to understand, okay, what am I willing to tolerate? What's my line? When do I have to be flexible in what's going on? To take my time to take the steps forward that I need to help people. So that's the 10, it's going to be the 10 sessions, 2 topics per session. And then really when we get into it, we need to understand how to use our intentionality. What do we really want to create? What do we want to focus on? We want to learn more about enhancing our natural abilities. If you've got a natural calling for something, if you've got a passion for something, learning how to enhance that is amazing, because so many people are doing things that they're not liking in their daily job. And then they have this natural ability they do on the side. So learning how to enhance that natural ability so it be more in the forefront for you. And we need to have an openness to knowing that we don't know what we don't know. And that's okay. We learn one step at a time. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to talk about amplifying your focus on each topic using energy, purposely choosing an emotion and staying in a conscious awareness. We're going to talk about how you're consciously aware of where you started, where you're going, and what emotion does that create. You get to choose your emotions, and understanding how you choose your emotions is very, very powerful. We're going to learn about visualizing each quality as already true. The law of attraction says what you think about, you bring about, and to a certain level, that's true. But we have to add the visualization. We have got to add the feeling. We want to put our senses into it. And we're going to make sure whatever we're pulling to ourselves is what we really want, not what society or what the world is showing us that we can have or deserve. Visualization is really important. Then purposely staying in the flow. There are days it's not easy to stay in the flow, but once you have this knowledge, you have a personal responsibility to stay in the vibrational scale, to stay in the place that makes you move forward. You have a responsibility to yourself and those around you. So I look at it kind of like the martial art Aikido. When there's energy coming at you and you don't want to participate with it, instead of resisting it, you help it glide and step aside, and you move aside and let it go past you. You assist in moving past you. And when we're in this process too, we're going to be learning about using the life force energy and intuition, because we want to make sure that we're taking care of all the natural tools that are around us and we're using them for our benefit. So each program will be 45 to 60-minute session with a personal challenge at the end. We'll talk about, how to add that to your life, whatever topics are that week. We'll do a light meditation and share our visions and what changes we realize that we're making due to our awakening, because we do need to recognize and appreciate what's happening in our awakening. And as we awaken and we begin to remember the energy, we'll provide a confirmation of the place where you're prepared, ready to go, open to. So as you're preparing and you're awakening, there will be a space for you to walk into. So you're going to be learning a lot about yourself. And there's a reminder too, like what warriors, who are they? And it could be every occupation out there that could be the warriors. And I know we try to look at this whole process without judgment, but any and every occupation has warriors. And just because the systems are corrupted does not mean all the people in those occupations are corrupted. And I won't even get into the listing of the agencies and stuff like that. And as warriors, we will take the time to look at unconditional love, forgiveness. Some very nice people have been caught up in some very bad situations. And we're not here to make judgments. We're here to expand consciousness and all of those precious souls. We want to help them expand their own consciousness. We want to help them awaken. We want to share some tools for their growth, because we're here to help everybody else. We're here to help assist each other. And there's been so many funnels of lies, from education, energy, medical, pharmaceutical, politics, entertainment, food production, history, religion, science, media. There's just so much corruption. But some very good people were tricked. lied to, and taken advantage of. The world is filled with blackmail, bribery, and brainwashing. We have a powerful spiritual war that we're under right now, and we've been in this way for a long time. And now that the truth is coming out, it is more important than ever to stand up as a compassionate warrior and lovingly, bravely be seen, quietly and stoically standing and being counted, peacefully and patiently smile and share the love and the light energy that we are all made of. Our light energy will powerfully spread over this earth. Everything is made of energy, and the light will put out the dark. The light puts out the dark. So we want to raise that light. We want to raise that vibration. We want to assist each other in holding each other up and allowing each one of us to become stronger and more powerful so we can be all truth seekers together. So this is just an overview of the Compassionate Warrior series. I'd like you to join us, for the 10-week series. We'll be doing live on Zoom. And then after the series concludes, the students will be benefited from the series. We'll have a Compassionate Warrior finale. And also the series will be on YouTube shortly after it's completed. So the second series is beginning right now, and then we have another series starting in September because we're trying to get out a consistency of information. We will share our light with each other. We are a part of the change the world is waiting for, and we're ready. We are the Compassionate Warriors. So thank you for your time and your interest in participating in the series. And again, we are called Compassionate Warriors. It is our time, and we are called through the power of God to experience our God spark, to feel it, to recognize it, and to awaken it. The power within us acknowledges that there is an enemy. Therefore, we protect, deflect, and defend ourselves, our loved ones, our country, and our way of life from this energy, whether known or not unknown, whether small or large, seen or unseen, purposefully or innocently, using our inner power through God. With guidance, wisdom, gratitude, and compassion, we remove all lower vibrations from this earth by focusing on forgiveness and unconditional love. We are the Compassionate Warriors. I look forward to spending time with you through these series and the other programs that I provide. Please join us for more teachings on the energy medicine, energy psychology, metaphysics, and the science of spirituality. It is your life. It is your energy. You are not a victim. And Soul Solutions is about finding your passion, expanding your consciousness, and advancing your enlightenment. I'm Dr. Barb of Soul Solutions here in the beautiful island of Saint Martin. And I look forward to servicing anybody in these classes and programs because it's the calling of God. And right now, I'm very excited to be a part of all of this. So you can find us on soulsolutionssxm, the website, or YouTube, and we will be, the Rumble channel will be up soon. Also, we'll be doing some more speaking engagements or interviews on Rumble, just to add to the process, and also on Spotify. Thank you very much for your time. Namaste. And thank you for joining the Compassionate Warrior series. I pray that you're all here with us because the more of us there are, the more the light can put out the dark. Namaste. Thank you.